You really don't have to be qualified for what you're starting a business for at all. Sean said, you can't just start a diesel shop without knowing what you're doing. I'm not going to read the rest of the comment because the first part of the comment is actually bullshit. 99% of business owners don't really know what they're doing with the business that they have. And what I mean by that is they're not the one doing the service. There's a difference between a great business owner and someone who's great at doing the job. And that's actually the downfall of a lot of shops is the business owner doesn't know what he's doing with the business, but he can build an engine. And so he's basically just a guy who builds engines. What about the guys who own fucking Jiffy Lube? They probably don't change oil, dude. They're just good at building a business and getting multiple locations going, right? Restaurant owners, they don't need to know how to flip a burger to run the business. You hire somebody else who knows how to do those things. That's their job. Your job is to grow a business. You have nothing to do with what's going on over there, right? Now, don't get me wrong, you gotta find a guy early on who's really good at doing those things, right? You need to know a guy who's a really good mechanic and figure out how to hire him so that things aren't getting destroyed. You don't technically need to know anything to start the business. I don't think that the shop is a good example of that for my brother and I because we actually were pretty good mechanics. Him more so than me. I wasn't as good of a mechanic as him, but the marketing agency that I started. I moved 3 hours away from my hometown to another city that I'd never been to go start a marketing agency, and I knew zero about marketing. I just thought that it sounded like a cool idea. And within about 2 years, I grew that to $250,000 a month. And I did not know marketing when I started it. I learned all of it the day I started that business. And I made lots of other businesses, millions of dollars with my marketing skills. Just by putting myself in a pit and being like, all right, well, now somebody's paying me to do marketing. I got to figure this out.